What's up? This is Michael Rapaport. You are now listening to the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Brand new smash mouth I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast live from Boston. Me and G Moody take the stage live in Boston with special guest, all-time shit talker, NFL Hall of Famer, Warren Sapp. And it's going to be a hell of a podcast. It's going to be a hell of a story because we brought out special guests that people didn't know, only we knew. New England Patriot, friend of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, returning guest Julian Edelman, and our man from Boston, shit-talking ball breaker, former NFLer Jermaine Wiggins. This is a barn burner I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast with me and G Moody. Special guest, Hall of Famer, one of the best football players to ever do it, Warren Sapp, and New England Patriot, Julian Edelman, plus Boston's own Jermaine Wiggins, live on that ass, no Bruno, from Boston. Miles, Jordan, start this puppy off with something real nice, something real proper. It's time. It is time. It's finally here. Football is about to make its long-awaited, long-anticipated return to living rooms all across America. You know how I get down with my fantasy football. That means bragging rights, huge cash prizes are up for grabs at DraftKings.com. The leader, the worldwide leader in one-week fantasy sports. I love fantasy football, okay? With 1 week fantasy at DraftKings, you choose when to play. Draft a new team every week with no season-long commitments. You know the routine. At DraftKings, you are the GM. You are the boss. You choose your players, stay under the salary cap, and you see how your team stacks up against the competition. Play your friends, play your family, play your sister, play your brother. Take on the world like I do. You know what it is at DraftKings.com. And whether you're an expert or you're just getting started at DraftKings.com, there is a game for every skill level. So you've been thinking about trying 1 week fantasy football. Now is the time to play, to celebrate week 1. DraftKings is hosting a free team pick'em promo. Download the app. Go to DraftKings.com now and use the promo code Rapaport, R-A-P-A-P-O-R-T. That's R-A-P-A-P-O-R-T. All you have to do is pick at least half of the winning teams correctly, and you will win a share of $1 million. The code's Rapaport, only at DraftKings.com. The game, inside the game. Eligibility and restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/pick'em for details. DraftKings.com. It's fantasy football time. Week 1 is around the corner. You smell it? I do. Go to DraftKings.com. Let's go. Is it on? Is it on? Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Motherfucking Boston. Oh. Coming to the stage, the 3-time podcast co-host of the year, the best in the business, G Moody. Last name rhymes with duty.
Boston. Boston in the motherfucking hit house.
And he is the Gringo Man Dingo. Michael Rapaport. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live.
Yes.
Boston.
Boston in the place.
What up?
Yeah. Looks good, Rap.
I like it. Boston. This has been a long time coming. 617 with the 212.
603, baby.
Brooklyn.
How's everybody feeling? My name is Michael Rapaport. This is G Moody, whose last name rhymes with duty.
For sure. Hell yeah.
And this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, shit-talking extravaganza, live from Boston. We're excited to be here. We have I'd say a functionally dysfunctional, healthy, very laid out on the table relationship with Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna ignore the elephant in the room. I know you motherfuckers don't like this Yankee hat, and that's fine. I know you don't like it. It's okay. It's okay. But on the way over here, we were thinking, because we wanted to start off on a good foot. I don't know. You motherfucker.
Oh.
This motherfucker looks like Aaron Hernandez. You're making me nervous.
Yeah. Look, he got
This
his
motherfucker got the-
broke. His arm broke and
You
shit.
look like Aaron Hernandez, and you're sitting too close. You.
He done did some crazy shit,
This
man.
motherfucker looks like Aaron. Why you got those fucking tattoos, man?
He all right.
Nah, he not alright. All the things we love about Boston, and I wanted to read some of those off because, like I said, I want to start things off on a good foot. Guru from the group Gangstar.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's amazing that he's from Boston.
Yeah.
No, and sincerely, because you're always like, yo, where's this guy? I mean, but he's top whatever list you're on, Guru from Gangstar. Larry Joe Bird.
Yeah.
Now let's be honest. You guys you pray to Larry Bird. When I was 13 years old with Gerald,
Yes.
we walked into the park in the summertime. The great World Be Free, who lit up the Celtics in like 82.
6.
No, it was earlier when he was with Cleveland.
Okay. But they got lit up.
Yeah, they lost, but he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated for doing that shit. He said to Gerald, "Oh shit, you brought Larry Bird into the park," referring to me. Now you guys know Larry Bird. You love him, you pray to him, you just everything about him. I'm gonna let you guys decide once and for all. And you could be honest, because let's be really true. As great as Larry Joe Bird is, the hick from French Lick, the best athlete to ever play professional basketball with absolutely no lips.
Oh, shit.
None. Not fun, no lips. And it's not like Larry Bird, because right now, Larry Bird, retired Larry Bird, we don't know where he is. I mean, he looks like shit. But in his prime, this guy was always, questionable. And then he grew the mullet out, he was always questionable. But he's not a beauty contest. He's not George Clooney. He's not a movie star. He's a basketball player.
You look like Larry Bird.
The question is, do I look like Larry Bird?
Yeah, what y'all think? Boston people. He
Yes
look like...
or no? Yes, I look like Larry Bird. No, Larry Bird should smack himself if he ever thinks he looks as good as me. No?
They saying you look like an ugly motherfucker, man.
Shit.
Where the lips?
Shit. But Larry Bird, man, he's the reason why, for me, I fell in love with basketball because of Larry Bird. He was great. He was a trash talker. But as soon as he put on that dingy green uniform.
That's what they call it?
Old school, baby.
Dingy green?
Yeah, they got army green, they got...
Emerald?
And they got
Dingy.
dingy green. Things change. I just couldn't root for him, but I respect the shit out of him. So he's the top 2 on my all-time favorite things about Boston. Number 3, New Edition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donnie and Mark Wahlberg. Bobby Brown, the cluckhead that he is.
Oh, yeah.
We had a friend tell us. 91, 92, he said, yo, I was a friend who used to sell drugs.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have a friend that used to sell drugs in the early 90s? Come on. Right, come on.
He came up to Boston.
He came up to Boston, and this is before all the Whitney Houston stuff, and he said, yo, you got to understand how crazy this sounds. This was 90. He said, yo, I was in Boston, yo, and I sold crack to Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
And we're like, get the fuck out of here. You sold Bobby Brown,
His video, we watching the video.
Yeah, he's got the Gumby haircut, and
He's a star.
And he's like, I'm telling you, he had a green Mercedes, and I sold that motherfucker crack. Lo and behold, our friend was right.
Yeah.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. I've always come to know that with rumors, Hollywood rumors. No one wanted to believe Whitney Houston. No one wanted to believe Bobby Brown was on crack.
Yeah.
No one wanted to believe it, but the shit was true. And our friend Boo Bear sold him crack in the 90s. We thought he was nuts. I remember I was like, this guy's fuck. Like, why would you make that? It's crazy. He sold Bobby Brown crack. Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs.
Hell yeah.
Aerosmith. The TV show Boston Public. Dennis Leary, Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting. The movie Ted. Willie McGinnis. Bobby Orr. And Wade fucking Boggs. Yeah, we love Wade fucking Boggs. Yeah, we love him. He's your guy, right?
Yeah. They don't like this motherfucker no more?
Yeah, we don't like Wade Boggs anymore.
Because he came to us and won them chips.
Yeah, you see, I didn't say that fucking hillbilly Roger Clemens, right? We never wanted him.
Tom Brady, you don't fuck with Tom?
I fuck with Tom. We'll get to Tom later. He gets his own section. Things that we don't necessarily like about Boston and we want you to come to terms with.
Yeah.
Things that we want you to come to terms with. Listen, I know this city is fiercely loyal. You love all things Boston. But do you think that we love every single thing about New York? No, you have to come to terms. This is a great city.
Yeah.
This is a tough city. This is a successful sports town with the worst sense of humor about your sports. If you're so fucking great, you could take a couple of jokes. We'll deal with that in the Tom Brady section. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Now, things that I want you guys to come to terms with that are just absolutely regrettable about the city of Boston. Are you ready? People in the back there, are you ready? I got security, so when I rattle off this list, don't try any shit. Number 1, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Oh. What happened to the Funky Bunch?
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch is a fucking hickey on the asshole of Boston.
Damn. The Funky Bunch.
The fucking Funky Bunch? Marky Mark and the Now, I said I love Mark Wahlberg and Dorney.
Dorney.
But feel it?
That Good Vibrations?
Good vibration.
That's a hip-hop classic.
The Boston Bruins team that ran into the stands in 1979 in Madison Square Garden. That was fucking scary.
Yeah. They did some gang shit in the garden.
I don't remember those cocksuckers' names, but one of them took off one of the customers' shoe and beat him with his own shoe. At 9 years old, you can't help but to be frightened to death by anything that comes from Boston.
Yeah.
And they had the black and the yellow. Imagine you're at a hockey game, you're 9, at Madison Square Garden, the greatest, most famous arena in the world.
Yeah. Gotta say that. Come on, man.
Imagine you're at a hockey game at the world's most famous arena, and some guys in black and yellow, ice skates and hockey sticks climb over glass. How the fuck do you climb over glass and hockey sticks?
What were they saying to make these motherfuckers climb over?
Snatch the cotton candy out of your father's hand.
Abusive.
And beat him with his own shoe.
Boston, they bout it, yo.
Now, I gotta say, I was a little jealous that wasn't a New York team.
Yeah.
Boston Celtic Craig Kite.
Oh, I like Greg.
I didn't like him because
I like Greg.
I'm not going to say the word that Craig Kite always reminded me of, but I just didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
He was a butcher, that fucking animal, Craig Kite. Where did they find him?
Who was your 12th man in '86? Come on.
Look, I love it. Look at it. Like, they get so upset. He's like, who was your 12th man in 1986?
12th man. You talking about the 12th man, yo?
I didn't pay for this shit. I didn't come here to hear about Craig Kite sucking.
Word.
You cocksucker. Who was your 12th man?
12th man.
I really respected Pedro Martinez. I liked him. Respected him.
Yeah.
I respected him. He was great.
Pedro.
He was great. Fantastic. Boston regret Pedro Martinez Part A. That fucking Jerry curl.
Oh, yeah.
No, that wasn't natural.
My ass.
It was 20 years too late. No one in the world was wearing a Jerry curl when Pedro Martinez was wearing a Jerry. Even Michael Jackson was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. He had an S curl.
Pedro Martinez regret B. When that cocksucker, he assaulted an old man. He threw Don Zimmer down.
Yeah. That was elder abuse.
Assault.
How you gonna flip that motherfucker over
Lock
like that?
him up. Now listen, after the smoke was cleared, when I watched the videotape of him grabbing Zim by that bald fucking melon.
Yeah. Yo, that was some bullshit, man.
That was some bullshit.
He could have killed that old guy, man.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. I respected it. Just like I hate to say that I respect the Philadelphia Eagle fans, but watching them boo Kobe Bryant in person at an All-Star game, you have to respect that shit. Watching the videotape of them throwing snowballs at Santa Claus, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta tip your hat.
Yeah, especially New York people. Like, that's dope.
And finally, and I'm gonna stand behind this chair for this one.
Who you got?
I love, they're like, watch it. Why? They'll still turn on it. They don't care that they don't care. That piss hole. That dump. The Boston Garden.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you.
No, motherfucker. No AC.
Let me explain. No air condition.
Dead
divots
spots
in the floor.
That's
rats
how y'all win?
in the building.
That's how y'all win?
Yeah. No windows in the dressing rooms for your team.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. But I acknowledged everything. Listen, I'm not going to sit here. One of the things that I don't understand about the Boston sports, especially as of late, because we all know in baseball, but when did you win your first World Series, you fucks? When was the first year you won? What year was that, 2000? 2004.
That's after 100
so it's
years.
Like
after 100 years.
100 years of misery.
And motherfuckers having a parade.
Now you're out of the hole. You're out of the hole, it's fine. But you've been just successful upon successful upon successful. You got Super Bowl rings and things. You got NBA championships.
Yeah.
You got it all.
There's no hate. We acknowledging all this, man.
Well, you got it all, but the sense of humor about when you don't win, I don't know, is it because you lost for 100 years and you don't want to go back? You don't want to get on some Make America Great shit and live in the past? It's okay. You guys are good. You got all sorts of championships. Yep. I'll say it right here to your faces. I'll say it right here in Boston.
Oh, don't fuck with that Yankee hat like that, bitch.
Fucking take my hat. Fuck. The greatest football team in modern day history. You got it.
Yeah. That wipes out 100 years of all bullshit.
What do you want me to say? And the greatest quarterback ever. I'll say it. No, these guys. No, you be weary.
Joe Montana, man.
Be weary. Be this little circle over here, this table. You should be weary.
What money say?
No. Because when I give you the ball rub, the smack on the ass is coming. So you should be weary. I get it. It's fine. It's not a problem. The greatest football team in modern day history.
Yeah.
Except for on 3 specific days.
Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers thought y'all was gonna go undefeated.
Thought you were gonna...
must
You
be out
lost
your
to
fucking
Eli
mind.
Manning. Eli Manning is somehow twice, you fuck.
Twice.
2 fucking times.
Yeah.
A guy, a quarterback, the leader of the team. No matter if it's going good or going bad, he's got the world's most static, still, resting bitch face ever. He could get sacked, blood coming down his face, nothing.
Nothing.
They're down by 36, nothing. They win the Super Bowl, nothing. You lost to him. And don't let me start talking.
He got the TB12 body. That motherfucker say he eats so good.
He eats so good.
I expected the motherfucker to look like Lou Ferrigno.
He made
He looked like fucking you.
Yeah. Tom Brady's a fucking genius, because I think that photo had to be photoshopped. He's like, I got this chiseled face, I got the blue eyes, I got the chin, I got the John Travolta cleft, I got the jawline that you could cut meat on.
Yeah.
Did you guys like him as a quarterback, or do you guys want to fuck him? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm talking to the fellas here. I'm talking to the guys.
That's what we said. That's what we said.
I can't tell if Ben Affleck is a fan or he wants to fuck him.
Word.
I want to fuck his wife.
Oh, shit. They get raunchy out here, bruh.
All right, so this is your guy. I would say, like, I had an affection for this guy when we met, because he likes to talk a lot of shit. And I always think it's weird, like that Boston accent, which I think is that fake? Is that real?
I don't hear nobody with it.
No, they got it. She got the Boston accent. You don't fact check. But I want to bring up to the stage to talk a little shit. You guys know him. He needs no introduction to you guys. Boston own New England Patriot, former New England Patriot. Jermaine Wiggins, come to the stage.
Yeah. Jay Wiggins. Jay Wiggins in the play. All right.
What's up, everybody?
Wiggins!
So they told me Scal and Terry Rozier were gonna be here, but I ended up with these 2 fucking clowns.
Yeah.
Scal and Scary Terry.
So what's it like? You go through. That's right. So what's it like? You've been through a bunch of shitholes, and then you come to the greatest city in America.
I have to say.
That's good. We balance
like
it out. That's good. This is good. This is smart.
He's from New York, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Don't get too close, all right?
Motherfucker, I'll snatch your chain, motherfucker.
I don't know if you want to do that. You might not make it far.
Wiggs, are you from here?
Born and raised. You see that?
Wow.
Born, raised, bred. Born and raised. My mother still lives in the city.
Wow.
Now you heard what I was saying backstage about
Yeah,
that.
I heard all your shit.
Now do you have
You
a
forgot
sense?
ML Carr,
ML Carr,
And my car.
right? You forgot
Cedric
him.
Maxwell,
Cornbread.
Jerry Cheesting.
And
that
then you bring
crippled
up-
Bill Walton.
But then you bring up, you say the greatest arena, Madison Square Garden.
World's
What?
most famous.
How many titles the Celtics have? How many the Knicks have? That's right. The greatest arena is the Boston Garden.
You know that
yeah.
they found numerous dead animals in that shithole when
That's
they
right.
knocked it down?
Yeah, and they also found a bunch of Knicks players in there too. When's the last time the Knicks been good?
Oh, it's been a...
Willis Reed was on the team.
Oh,
wasn't it?
shit.
We can't even talk about
No, you
that
know what
shit.
it was? The last time the Knicks were good, you had one of our Massachusetts, Boston natives. That was Pat Ewing. So that was the
Right.
last time the Knicks were
He
good.
ain't from here. He's from Jamaica. He fucking
No,
came
he was
here.
born and raised. He went to Cambridge Ridge and Latin.
Mike Jarvis.
Right over there. Ramel Robinson.
Ramil.
There you go.
Yeah.
Listen, I said I respect Boston, but why is it, like why is it the lack of sense of humor about, is it the inferiority complex? Because at the end of the day, like, listen, love Boston. I love fucking Boston. but the inferiority complex is just, it's never quite going to be New York.
No.
I mean, what is it, Wiggs?
It's because
there
are so many haters out there that hate on us, right? So what we have to do is we're like pit bulls, you back in a corner. You talk shit, you get bit.
And I noticed, I get that, I understand that, but like you got great comedians that come from this city. Yeah. I mean, the list is, I named a couple, but there's the history of comedy. Oh, so many. But you can't, I mean, like I said, the greatest franchise, you were part of it.
Right.
Except for on 3 days. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like 5 rings is good. It fits on one hand. 8 would have been cool.
Right. Well, you know, we got to be generous. We got to give back every now and then. We can't, I mean, you know, we can't control everything.
Now, you played in Super Bowls.
Yes.
Wow.
So when I ask you, like, you played in 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, 1 with the Patriots, 1 against them. When I ask you your memory of that, what's the first thing that comes in first, your first one? Like, what's the first thing that you, like, sort of rattle off about?
Beating the Raiders in the Snow Bowl. That was a good one. That was a good one, because we had to come back from that one. And then when we went to Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship, we led in that game, and then ultimately the Super Bowl to start the, greatest dynasty in all of sports history.
Football.
I don't know about
history.
football. I'd say all of sports.
What?
We talk about the Patriots organization. They're the best franchise in all of sports.
No, well, the Yankees have, I don't even know.
What about the tuck rule? Was that game? The tuck rule?
The tuck rule.
That's that game.
That's that game.
Oh.
So what was that?
That was cheating.
No, it was a rule. Without rules, this world would be chaos.
The guy's arm wasn't going forward.
Hey, listen, we don't make the rules. We just abide by them. You should know better coming from New York.
Now that's an interesting segue. That is an interesting segue. You said we don't make the rules. We just abide them. Now I want to leave that alone, because I think that could really stir things up. And this is a great show. That's a great show. But all right.
Sometimes they get bent a little bit, but we still abide by them.
Bent.
Yeah,
That's all right. What is your take on your Patriots this year? And what do you got for me? Is the floor going to come out on Tommy Ball?
What have they been doing every year for like the past 7 years, 8 years? Getting to the AFC Championship, getting to the Super Bowl.
So you feel good about it?
Yeah, they'll be back in the Super Bowl. Come on, man. Talking about the Patriots.
Okay.
Who's going to challenge them in the AFC?
I'm asking you.
Huh?
Nobody.
Nobody's going to challenge them. Nobody's going to challenge them in the AFC. Now they'll either play, I think, Minnesota or the Rams, but I like Minnesota coming out of the NFC.
That's your prediction.
I like that. Patriots, Minnesota.
All right.
Wow. We hear it. We hear it today.
And what is your whole, what do you know?
How are your Giants going to do?
We're going to be fine.
You are?
Yeah, we might mosey on into the playoffs and meet you guys.
Giants winning the Super Bowl, B.
Yeah.
More like 7-9.
Hey.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl.
I think we were 9-7 when we
cracked that ass.
Listen, you know the saying, right? You know the saying.
Y'all motherfuckers thought y'all was going 19-0.
You know the saying, a blind squirrel finds a nut, or like Stevie Wonder finds a hoe every now and then. Hey, the Giants got lucky.
What do you think of my guy Saquon Barkley?
Twice.
Saquon, I like Saquon.
Is he the real deal?
We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
We're going to find out right away.
Yeah, we're going to find out right away.
Exactly, yeah.
And what do you think of like you know guys, you cover sports, you're from Boston, Malcolm Jenkins. Not Malcolm Jenkins.
Malcolm Butler?
Butler.
Once you get in Bill's doghouse, ain't no getting out.
Oh.
Even in the Super Bowl.
Even in the Super Bowl. I didn't agree with it, but you know what? Hey, when you look at what Bill did, and I know from playing with Bellichick, and I know when you do something and that motherfucker puts you in that doghouse, and we've seen it before, you are not getting out. He don't care who you are.
But can't you go in the doghouse the week after the Super Bowl? Because don't you think, because listen, I'm going to tell you something.
If he would have played, I think they win a Super Bowl. He makes one of those plays.
One play, that's all you need.
One play, yes.
Because the offense did the damn thing.
Brady threw for 505 yards. I mean, guy can't.
How much did he throw?
505.
Record, right?
Yep. Now I was in a conundrum. Because as a Super Bowl, the Super Bowl comes up and it's the Philadelphia Eagles. I can't stand those miserable motherfuckers.
Nick Foles, what's good?
First the New England Patriots.
Yes.
I didn't know what to do with myself.
Right.
But I have to enjoy the game. I'm not going to sit there and I'm not looking forward to watch Lady Gaga jump out of the stadium.
You can only do what you can do, and that's root for the Pats. We need to get you a Pats hat and maybe some other Pat. Get rid of that New York hat.
Get this motherfucker a Steve Grogan jersey.
Huh? Bledsoe. Get him a Bledsoe jersey.
So you agree that would have been a game-changing thing?
Yeah, if he would have played, I think he would have made one play.
So Bill Belichick lost the Super Bowl, is what you're saying.
I'd say Bill had a hand in it. He definitely had a hand in it. Bill
Motherfuckers
definitely.
know.
He had a
Motherfuckers
hand in
know.
it.
He lost it.
He had a hand in it. But guess what did Malcolm do?
Yeah, what did he do?
Strip club.
I mean, wait, hold on.
Strip club.
Hold on.
That's a crime?
What?
Huh? What am I lying about? What am I lying about? I got a face only a mother can love.
What did he do that could keep him out of the Super Bowl? Or what? Here, let us figure it out. Give me the top three things that he might have done.
All right, number one, first off, hating on Bon Jovi, that's the first thing.
Who snitched?
Number one, the first thing that you could do to get in the doghouse and not play is miss a team plane to go down to the Super Bowl. Not be prepared when you're down in the Super Bowl. Miss some curfews or some meetings. It don't matter. That's not how Bill works. A couple years ago, Tyquan Underwood played for the they cut him.
They're going deep.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, I told you, if I was Belichick, he would have been playing.
Yeah, and then we'll deal with you later.
Right.
Yes.
We'll cut you after.
Oh, he was getting paid either way.
When you're going into a game like that,
yes.
Obviously the media doesn't know anything, and you're able, somehow, some way, you're able to keep things quiet. But do you think that the Patriots, or even the Patriots defense at least, or there was key people on the Patriots that knew he wasn't?
Everybody knew.
Everybody on the Patriots.
On that team knew what was going on.
But let's say, I don't know who the real verbal captain is. Whoever it may be.
Verbal captain.
No, who's the guy? there's captains and there's guys that talk.
McCourty.
Okay, they don't go, yo, Bill, fucking cut him later.
Yeah.
Make him do gassers.
What the fuck is you doing, Brady? Yo, what the...
They don't go, hey, Bill, what the fuck is you doing? They don't do that. It don't work that way in New England.
Maybe if they would have done that, maybe that motherfucker would have played.
No, then that motherfucker would be sitting on the sideline next to Butler. And we would have been like, why ain't McCourty playing?
All right. Jermaine, I appreciate. All right. I'll turn that fucking.
See?
All right. We're gonna move the show along because we've been rocking. Jermaine, thank you for rocking.
Not a problem.
Jay
Anytime.
Wig. Yes, sir. Author. Finest.
Hanging out, right?
Yes,
It's always
sir.
a pleasure.
All right, people ask me for advice all the time. Sports advice, life advice, betting advice, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, I can't guarantee who's gonna win what game, but I can tell you who you're betting on is just as important as where you're placing your bets. And the only place I put my bets is at mybookie.ag. MyBookie.ag is the best in the business. They've been the best in the business for years. They have great reviews online, and their mobile site is easy as shit to use. I take pride in who the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast does business with, and I would only recommend a service to my listeners that's been good to me. That's why I'm urging you to make your way to MyBookie, okay? You win, they pay. That's it. You win, they pay at mybookie.ag. They have in-game, live betting, the most rewarding player perks in the business. And for you fantasy guys out there, you can even bet on the over and under on how many fantasy points a player will score each game. Join now and MyBookie will match your deposit dollar for dollar. Dollar for dollar. Use the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT, to activate the offer now. Visit MyBookie online today. That's MyBookie. And don't forget to use the promo code Rapaport when creating your account to claim up to $1,000 in free play. At MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid. That's it. Go to mybookie.ag now. All right, so we got Warren Sapp coming up here.
Hall of Famer. You got to preface.
I mean, he won every award. I'm not even gonna read off the list. If there's an award with football, he won it.
The baddest cat.
Welcome to the stage, everything in the NFL. Fantastic shit talker, Warren Sapp.
The great Hall of Famer. Warren, sit down.
Sapp, what up?
What it do, baby? What's up, Boston? You know what? I got to tell you something. I go to a lot of cities, but I got to tell you, Boston, Philly, New York, that whole eastern fucking 95 corridor, y'all some real ass fans. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
That's why I had to come out with my Yankee, because I couldn't let my man Mr. New York get all his shit by himself.
Ah, yes.
So I come on at me a little bit.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
And they call loudmouths.
Those are gorgeous.
What's better? Loudmouth, right?
Sapp, so thank you for coming.
No, thanks for having me, brother.
We're here in Boston.
Yeah.
So the Patriots, when you played, what is your take on when you played the Patriots, their legacy, what they mean to the NFL, just the whole thing? Like, give it to them. Give them some nice ice cream to eat on.
They're some winning motherfuckers. I mean, if you don't understand, if you don't respect the championships in which they hold, then you don't understand the game in which we play.
Why are they so good year after year after year? And why are they the only team that seems like they're able to, with this term, I know it's not as simple as it, but why is it the only team where they seem to be able to plug and play?
Well, because it's the Bill and Tom excellent adventure. You know, the two things that don't change is Bill and Tom.
Yeah.
When you have a head coach that the other head coaches feel like hell, you know, because the only time I've ever seen Bill off his game is like when Harbaugh came in that one playoff game, 33-20, and fucking Rice ran crazy and they had a plan. You have to come in this place with a plan to execute and go after them, because they're going to come after your ass. And they're coming after you with the best shit they got going in their house or on the road or wherever they're going, because they prepare. They do it the way it's supposed to be fucking done. I mean, that's the problem when everybody looking at them like they cheat. I'm like, shit, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. I don't know what the hell. Fuck out of here.
These motherfuckers clapping for the cheating.
Hey,
the film in the hotel room.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And I don't hear nothing else about that shit. If I can get your damn plays from the hotel fucking staff, you done threw it in the garbage can, we getting that shit. We whooping your ass and you going home. Yes.
But this whole notion of plug and play, when they'll put in, you know, like a star player
No, because...
What is that? How do they do that?
Let me help you out, because you're thinking this in a whole, you know, like it's a fucking chemistry experiment. It's not. Do your damn job.
That's what they say. That's
No.
Is that true?
It's just that simple. Because me, Warren Sapp, on the football field, I ain't shit by myself, because the 11 finna tear my ass up. They finna run left, right, everywhere. Right. But when I have that Tampa 2 and that bitch is intact and you rerouting and making him go where we want him to go and sending him in this way, right, your ass is grass. We digging the hole.
Right.
That's what you do as a football team. You all dig the hole, and once you dig the hole, throw his ass in and now cover him up and let's go.
Oh.
It's situational football.
Right.
Whenever you see the Patriots in any all right, I'll give you a prime example. I'm standing right beside Shannon Sharp at the Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm watching this shit, and Julio makes this catch. Right. On the 25-yard line, I look at Shannon, I say, it's over. He said, what do you mean? I said, the only thing they got to do is run it 3 times, make them call their timeouts, and kick the damn field goal. They up 11. It's over.
We're talking about the Atlanta
game.
Right.
These assholes come up with some brilliant plan that now we finna go. No, after the first play that they didn't realize that Bill finna blitz the shit out of him because he needs the ball back. They hand this damn thing to Dante Freeman, and he goes, oh shit. I mean, it's about an 3-yard loss in the backfield. They all over him. Shannon looks at me, I'm like, he calling timeout. He's like, what? I'm like, he needs the ball back. He can't win unless he gets the ball back from him, and they don't score right here. And Shannon's looking at me, he's looking confused. I'm like, damn, I'm glad Tony Dungy taught me the game, because evidently Brian Billick and all that bullshit over there, they weren't teaching football.
Or Shanahan.
I'm looking at this shit, you know, I'm looking at this shit like, are you kidding me right now? This is 1, 2, 3 football.
Right.
You get in fucking goal line, you run it at them, you make them call their timeouts, you don't lose any more yards, you kick the fucking field goal, you up 11. There's no way you lose the game that way.
Were they essentially, I mean, obviously there's
No, they go to the sideline and come up with, Matt Ryan wants to run his favorite play. What a dumb fuck this is. Give a fuck what your favorite play is. We here for a championship, you asshole.
That's why they lost.
Was that, so is that?
Oh no, because now you drop back the pass, they light your ass up, there's a sack or incomplete pass, the clock stops, there's a holding penalty, you move back 10 yards. I'm looking at Shannon, I'm like, do you see this shit? Skip Bayless is gonna tear your ass up tomorrow.
Absolutely. And that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
That's
And then when I patted him on the shoulder when they were putting that shit to him, I'm like, Tom Brady down 8, you forget that shit. This is a tie game. We going to overtime.
Yeah.
It was like
we going to overtime. We're going to give me a good spot to watch this overtime because shit. Up here, this damn booth that's way up here is too high. I need to get down.
So I mean, obviously there's factors, there's players, there's plays, but essentially, is that considered they got out-coached? And what does that mean? Is that a perfect example of it?
Not so much out-coach, is you got out-situational football, because that's the one thing Bill always talks about, is situational football. Yeah. When it's 3rd and 7, you backed up on your whatever yard line, this is how we play this situation. When you have the ball on the 25-yard line, the 35 is the prime last position we want, because then that's the 53-yarder, because it's 8 yards from 35 plus 10, that's in the back of the end zone, 53-yard field goal. They were 10 yards in front of that. When that shit ended, they were at midfield.
Right.
In no position to win the fucking game, and now you got to kick it to Tom, and he's down 8, and we implemented a 2-point play just for this shit? We going to overtime.
Yeah. And it was it.
We going to overtime.
It was
and once
over.
you get to overtime and he got the ball.
Stop. It's finished.
Over.
That's when I was
Super
underneath.
Bowl champ.
I was underneath my coffee table.
I was calling
up.
Chick-fil-A because I wanted some shit afterward because the game was over.
like this.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah. That was terrible, man.
You do not give Bill and Tom one more shot to cut your damn nuts off.
No,
They're
that's it.
falling.
Yeah.
All right.
Off they come.
Jalen Ramsey.
Who the hell?
He made the rounds. The Jacksonville defensive back, cornerback.
Oh no, I know you're talking about.
Okay.
Now. Okay, all right. You got to give me a number or team or something.
Okay,
man.
the young shit talker.
Yeah, young shit talker.
Everybody was up in arms because they're like, Jalen Ramsey, he gave critique on all the quarterbacks. Oh, every single one. This one's this.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
And the best he could say about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, he said they don't suck. That was him giving them love. So I wanted to throw.
Okay, all right.
I wanted to throw different NFL people currently right now and have you rattle off your feelings on all everything.
You think this kid didn't really know who the hell they were talking about?
Oh no, he knew.
I'm just making sure.
He's our type of shit talker.
Okay, all right.
Like
I gotta go check him now. He in Duval. I gotta go check him. All right.
I love that you don't even know who this motherfucker
I have
is.
no fucking idea who
He's
he
a
is.
Hall of Famer.
I didn't know that motherfucker was defensive player of the year, won a championship. We don't do that shit. I go every summer and sit and eat with Jim Brown, fucking Richard Dent, Lawrence Taylor, Running Lod, and them motherfuckers.
Icons.
So these internet babies with these likes, views, and followers,
all right,
do something.
So all right, but before I get to the current guys, let me ask you this.
All right.
My guy Lawrence Taylor,
Ooh.
the greatest football player ever, won MVP while on crack.
Full-fledged.
I mean, that's documented.
That's the best football player. How
will that ever be duplicated again?
No.
I mean, that's not like a performance enhancing drug.
Hey man, 85, that was some good cocaine. Pablo Escobar never had some good cocaine, man.
Right.
I've seen the movies.
That was a good era.
I wasn't old enough, but they say it was a good era, man.
All right, so I'm going to throw some names at you. John Gruden is now back in football. He's out of the booth. Talk about what you expect from him. Talk about playing for him. Just give me your John Gruden breakdown.
We're about to find out if these kids like something other than likes, views, and followers. Because John Gruden don't give a damn about that.
Explain.
This man shows up, he leaves his house at about 3 o'clock in the morning, gets to the work around 3:16, 3:17 at the latest. Because I've actually driven up to the job one morning because my old curfew was like 2:30 in the morning. So I called the wife. I'm like, hold on, baby. I got to see if this shit real. She's like, what? I'm like, I'm going to be home around about 3:30 at the latest, but I got to go see if this shit real. I pulled up in one buck and parked in his spot and half-ass went to sleep. That motherfucker drove up about 3:15, blowing the horn. I'm like, what the? I put it in drive and drove off. He looked like, what are you doing? I said, I just wanted to see if the myth was real, and drove off.
Gruden's about that work.
This son bitch loves football.
Right, you can tell.
And he's going to put in the work like Bill puts in the work to have every situation that you can possibly get in this football game. I've already gone over it. So when it happens, I need you to just react and do your job.
Right.
And most people can't get that done. So we finna find out because he's going to cut some people out. Oh, my God.
How much better will he make, like, the people, like, how much better will he make the Derek Carrs? How much better will he make my guy Cooper Amari, who like he's my fantasy guy last year? Like, how much?
Have you ever met that kid?
No.
That's the most unassuming Dade County kid I've ever seen in my 27 years. He's from Miami Northwestern. I'm talking about right in the heart of Liberty City. Like one of them places when you go on Friday night, you might need security. Yeah, like one of those places. No. But this kid is so quiet, doesn't say a word. And then he's got Jordy Nelson. And if they let that Martellus Bryant, oh my God, they're going to score 20-something plus points, 25, 27, 30.
So they're in good shape.
Yeah, they're going to score. But you got to be able to stop some people too. So we're going to figure out what that defense has.
Okay, so
and Khalil Mack's not there. So
okay, so I was going to ask you about the business of football has changed. It's changing every single day. Talk to me about, number one, Khalil Mack, and number two, the thing that's been discussed all throughout the preseason. And I don't know the rules and everything. Obviously, we all, whether you're fans of a team or not a team, you don't want to see anybody hurt. So Khalil Mack, and then go into the helmet to helmet, not helmet to helmet. Are the defensive players is this going to be the highest scoring NFL season ever?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I've always said they built the Autobahn in the middle of the NFL. I mean, just right down the middle of the field, because that was the most precious real estate you had.
When did that get built? What year?
Around 08, 09, right when I left the game. They wouldn't let you hit them anymore. I mean, because that dumbass in Philadelphia, Dante Robinson, was running across the damn zone like this here. I'm like, do you not know it's zone, asshole? You better sit down. And you remember him and that kid ran into each other, and I mean,
that was the beginning and the end.
Went to flying everywhere. They just too dumb, because they're so used to, typing on their phone with Bing and Google, and they're getting an answer, and the shit's Wikipedia is wrong. So I don't understand what they're doing. But it's not just Khalil Mack. It's also Aaron Donald.
So are they going to play football this year?
No. I don't think so, because these two. All right, I'm just giving you what I hear in the streets, and what I hear on the word is real good word. They say you're asking for top 5 quarterback money.
Aaron Donald?
Asking for top 5 quarterback money.
Which?
No.
Break it down.
Let me get finished with this. Top 5 quarterback money is Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. I mean, like stupid money, like 25 million, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Hold on. Like 25 up, right?
Yeah.
No, 25 up, right? Top 25, top 4. 30, Jesus Christ.
30 per.
Hold on. That's 5 times what I made. I made $6 million in my best year.
So
you telling me Aaron Donald's 5 times the player I was?
So,
no. I got a better one for you. One of those top 5 quarterbacks, if I'm not remembering right, went into Los Angeles Coliseum and kicked his ass in a playoff game. So how the hell are you asking for top 5 money if the top 5 quarterback beat you? Take the stand-up triple, 18, 22 million. That ain't enough.
Is that top 5? Is that top 5 defensive tackle money?
No, that's stupid top 5. Bro. That's off the chart defensive tackle money.
But as far as performance, does he deserve it, Aaron?
Not top 5 money.
Is he not a
top 5 quarterback?
No. But in his position.
To be one of the highest paid defenders in the game, yes.
So.
But you can't be the highest paid defender by yourself.
Right.
That's why I needed Derrick Brooks, I needed Simeon Rice, I needed Rondé Barber, I needed John Lynch.
Right.
I mean, if you don't have room or understanding that I have to fit my quarterback, my running back, my receiver underneath this cap too.
Yeah.
It just can't be about you.
Right.
This ain't the damn NBA.
So do you think he's gonna, so based on
I watched Gilbert Arenas make $18 million in Orlando. They call himself the Hibachi Grill, and that shit never got hot.
Yeah, them motherfuckers ain't never.
That shit never got hot in Orlando.
And $18 million now.
$18 million we paid the Hibachi Grill just to drive a damn van around Orlando. That's that bullshit. Yeah.
What would happen to the NFL, not the teams, if those 2 stars don't play? What happens?
The National Football League went on strike. All the stars was gone, and we still watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? We watch fucking football in a fucking garbage can with arena football. They about to start a new football league, the AAFL. Yep. They got touch football running around this bitch with Mike Vick running around, and y'all with the big three. We will watch anything. Just don't let it be paint dry, and we ain't got no sports on that TV. That's all we want. Right. Give us something. Give us something from athletes and go. Give a damn about no Khalil Mack and no damn Aaron Rodgers.
It keeps going.
Patriots got all their people in camp ready to go to work, right? We just missing our quarterback in Tampa. We all right in 3 weeks. So here we go. The 99th season gonna kick off, and that bitch gonna be great.
Jameis Winston?
Yeah, little trouble with the Uber driver.
Oh, he going at the Uber driver.
Shut up. Leave my quarterback alone. Don't bother my quarterback or my kicker. I don't play that shit. Get off of me. Get off of me.
He quoted.
I heard that Wiggins dude tell you don't get too close.
That's my quarterback.
You up here with your camo like the local dope dealer and shit.
Motherfucker.
All right, so
get a 20 sack.
Gerald quoted Terrell Owens. Should Terrell Owens play? Can Terrell Owens play in the NFL?
Who gives a shit? We've already watched 130 plus touchdowns, 15,000 yards, the fucking push-ups in the front yard, the sit-ups in the front yard, the fucking helicopter over the top, the next press conference by Rosenhaus. What the fuck else? Go home, Terrell.
That's what I said.
Go the fuck home. I haven't seen shit other than on a football field that was entertaining. I saw the reality show that sucked like hell too. The fuck on. Seen enough of your shit. Am I the only one that feels this way? I've heard enough of this shit.
Enough of that,
fuck man. Out of here.
What I know you take a lot of pride in being in the Hall of Fame, as you should. I like Terrell. You know, Terrell.
We all like him. You don't know no black guys named Terrell. They all named Terrell.
That's what I said.
The damn show from Tennessee, they all named Terrell. They ain't no damn Terrell. I don't know no black man named Terrell.
Yeah. If you know black coach, it's Terrell, motherfucker.
Terrell, get your ass over here, boy.
It ain't Terrell. He want Terrell.
Ain't no black woman from Tennessee ever said Terrell.
Yeah, absolutely.
My in-law from Murfreesboro, yes.
Terrell.
The Burrow, baby.
He corrected me, so I like to say.
Oh, no, he did that shit to me at the Superstars competition, and I walked off from his ass.
That's because you're a white guy.
Yeah, I walked off from his ass. I said, I got an alter ego, too, and it's QB killing. You don't want that motherfucker on the set, because...
He know.
He knows.
He know.
Yeah. He was on your thing and hit you with the Terrell.
Yeah.
You should have hit his ass with it. I don't know no black guy named Terrell.
What's your grandma name you?
Terrell. All day. Terrell, get your ass.
Yeah.
What's the lead singer of the Commodore's name?
Lionel.
Right.
No, it's not. He say Lionel.
Lionel Richie.
But in Birmingham, it's Lionel.
He's Lionel. Like Lunel.
Right.
Parnell and Arnell. We've been doing this for years, y'all. we left off the L's and went to the A's. Now it's Aisha and fucking Tanika and fuck.
All right, I'll throw quick hit names at you. Eli Manning.
Ooh. At the end of his rope.
But do you think there's some rope to hang on to?
I know you're a Giant fan, but y'all about to bet on a Penn State running back. When the last time we saw one of those do shit?
They should have got a quarterback. This
fucking pass rusher.
Yeah.
A pass rusher. That's what you need.
His
name was Chubb. He was sitting right there. I don't know what the hell they doing in New York.
Moving on.
Hey, no. Y'all all saw the press conference I saw when the mic was in front of him and the kids say, do I talk to you or do I talk to the microphone? What the fuck? That was day one. And then he went and got naked for ESPN. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know they out giving the word on the street if he's really endowed or not, too. So now he finna have the little dick jokes going around town.
Last person, and I'm gonna let the fans ask you questions, and I'm gonna keep it organized.
Yeah.
Cam Newton.
Give me a break. I'm so sick of that shit. No, because...
Why?
Evidently, Cam Newton, Google machine only goes back to like 1993. It don't go back to January 26, 1992. And the only reason I know that date is because I won my Super Bowl on the same date. Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to enter a Super Bowl, put up 28 points in the second quarter after damn near killing himself, splitting in half, lighting that ass up, and then telling Mom, I'm going to Disney World. And then Cam Newton shows up and says, I'm going to do something no black quarterback ever done in the Super Bowl. Y'all know what that was? Pout like a bitch after getting his ass whooped.
Right.
I have a problem with that.
Right. No
I will defend any quarterback to the end of the earth because there's only 2 football players on the football field that think that's the kicker and the goddamn quarterback. Because they got a lot of shit coming at them. The kicker wants to know the range, the wind, and all this other shit. Quarterback want to know how many over here. I got 2 safeties, 1 safety. Right. That's the only one that think. The rest of us is out there playing.
Right.
Cam Newton evidently didn't realize that he was going, because I got to tell y'all this. On Friday night, before that January 26th Super Bowl, I laid in that bed on Friday night and I went, Sapp, if this shit don't go right, Lord, please give me the power and the strength to be able to stand in front of that damn media and not make a fool of my damn self. Because this shit could go both ways. Right. You have a chance of losing this damn game, and if you've never faced that possibility, I don't think he ever looked at it that way that whole week. I'm just this.
He assumed he was going to win.
Oh, boy, when you assume it makes an ass of you.
All right. I want good, quick hits for Warren Sapp questions. Stand up loud and clear.
I want him to know what he thinks of the Browns this year.
The question is, what do you think of the Browns this year?
All right. Basically, but you know what? They had the number 1 pick, and they're on Hard Knocks too with the fat ass Bob Wiley with his jump gut. That was my first offensive line coach. I'm gonna tell you something about the Cleveland Browns offensive line coach that we saw going hut with his gut jumping. My first year in the National Football League, Sam Weiss was my head coach, and Bob Wiley was the offensive line coach, the one you have. No. The one that, she knows who you're talking about. The one with the gut jumping, everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. This is the hottest thing on the internet right now. I even got it. I'm like, give me a break. No. Sam Weiss said to Bob Wiley, you know why your players are pussies? Because they're coached by a pussy. And I can't believe he's the O-line coach right now.
You're right down the pike there. Stay loud it, just loud. I'm going to get to as many as I can.
Told him in front of the whole team. I'm like, fight him, slap him, do something.
Go ahead.
Tom Dungy.
Wait, what is the
question? No, I got you. I got him. We get asked this question all the time. Whose championship is it? Is it Tony Dungy's team or is it Gruden's team? It's very simple. We were taught the fundamentals of the game by Dungy, but we wasn't taken over the top by Dungy because we gave up $8 million and 4 draft picks for Johnny. So trust me, my offense was on fire when we got in that damn playoffs, and there was no way I was going home without a damn championship. So,
all right,
it's Johnny's team, but it's
down the middle, right there. Stand up. You just loud and clear.
Your relationship with Al Davis. How was he? How awesome was that?
I swear to you, I got to tell you one of the best stories I have. I first get to Oakland. I'm standing there. It's me, Charles Woodson, Jerry Rice, and Rich Gannon. So I got my quarterback, my receiver, and my cornerback. All of them, Raiders forever and all of this. And Mr. Davis had a distinct cologne he wore, and he had that walker. And I swear to God, we were standing there, and we all went, and I look back because I'm behind. So I turn around to look back. And when I turn back, all of them are gone. I mean, what the fuck? Mr. Warren. I said, what's up, Mr. Davis? What's good, baby? I heard a bunch of voices around this corner. I'm like, yeah, they all hauled ass. I guess I don't know the smell of you yet. Mr. Davis like, yeah, they run from me, Warren. They're afraid I'm going to tell them what they fucked up in the game. I mean, Mr. Davis was the best. I mean, you could not hide from this man. If you messed up on a Sunday afternoon, he'd walk up to you in the locker room, you butt naked going to the shower and stop you. Y'all know Bobby Hamilton, right? You know DN for the Patriots? He walked up on Bobby one time after Houston and say, hey, Bobby, look like they were running in the C-gap. They were running in the C-gap. I'm like, oh, Jesus. He knew football.
Brooklyn, Al Davis.
Right there, loud.
The great Al Davis.
Yep.
The question is, who's the best offensive lineman that he faced?
Randall McDaniel and Larry Allen. But
why?
But in the other order, is Larry Allen then Randall McDaniel? Because if I had a choice, I'd want to see Randall before I saw Larry.
What makes a great offensive lineman? What is it? Because it's such an obscure thing to even knowledge.
Feet, hands, and head, and 4 friends, because they're never any good by themselves. That's why they always in packs. Whenever you see an O-line, they like cattle. They all together. I hate them.
Okay. Right here, my man right here.
I ain't got one. I only do it on Sunday afternoon, and then after Tony Gwynn got his face eaten off. My name Warren, my drug of choice is marijuana.
Guy in the middle right there, tall, standing up. Loud.
Hey, I got him. What advice I have for young football players? Have fun. And as you, as fathers and mothers, don't allow them to play until they get to high school, until their brains is fully developed, because you don't want this damn weekend warrior hitting your kid upside the head 300 times a year. Come on. Nobody gives a damn if it's 3rd and 7 and he don't recognize a double reverse. Nobody gives a damn about that. When I go to the Hall of Fame every summer, me and Jim Brown don't sit around and talk about Pop Warner championships. I promise you. Fuck out of here.
Odell, right there, right in the middle. What question? Loud and clear.
Come on, baby.
Who's the most lights out motherfucker you played against or played with?
Ooh, Randy Moss. I always say Randy Moss. That son of a bitch. No, I'm serious. No, I gotta tell you this. It was 1998, his first year. I done turned an ankle or something, and we going to Minnesota. And I remember this vividly because he had 3 catches, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, the first 3 times he touched this bitch. So they're coming out the field, and I'm looking at Brooks. I say, hey, you might want to slow these motherfuckers down. They're on an 84-point pace. He looked at me and said, what? I say 21 times 4 is 84, God damn it. He was the ultimate weapon because y'all knew this. When he put that yoke up, put that bitch up and he go get it. It's either a touchdown, defensive pass interference, or incomplete pass. Two of those 3 are good things for an offense. So, I mean, I'm playing with Kerry Collins. I bullshit you not. Kerry Collins come to me in the middle of a game. Warren, what do I do? I say, throw it to the motherfucker. He putting his hand up. What? Nobody else wants the ball, son. What are you doing? I was taught not to do that. I'm like, that's fucking Randy Moss. Throw it to him, you asshole.
All right, I'll do it right here.
Come on.
The question is, when he got his Hall of Fame jacket.
Now that's tough because I was very, very fortunate to go in the 50th anniversary year. So they brought back like 115, 118 Hall of Famers. So no, I'm like a kid in the candy store. I get to run up to Roger Staubach and he's got to give me a hug. I get to go up to Bob Lilly and like take a selfie, and Bob Lilly don't know what a fucking selfie is. I get to bother Jim Cramer and fucking, oh my God, all the greats that, like Montana. I get to walk up on Montana like running lotta. I fucking bump him all the time and shit. I mean, I sit with Floyd Little, Jim Brown, Mean Joe Green, and fucking, what's my other man? Mel Blunt.
Dang.
6'4", and that's why I eat. Every time I go to the Ray Nitschke lunch and I sit right there with them dudes and I eat, and I'm like a kid in the candy store, man. The best thing my homeboys did for me, they put my son at the end of the line. So Lawrence Taylor is sitting at the end of all 113, I think, returning Hall of Famers. He has flip-flops on. Y'all saw that picture I shared with Bill Belichick with the flip-flops on with Rich Eisen, with the flip-flops. So that's what Lawrence gets that from, is from Bill. So he's standing at the end of the line with his flip-flops on, and I look down and go, you rusty foot bastard. So he grabs me, light skin, come here. And he hugging me. And
he call you light skin?
Yeah, because we the two darkest dudes you can find in the world. So we always have a contest like who's the most light skinned. So after I get finished talking with him, my 15-year-old son is standing right there. Wow, yeah. I got a picture of a mug with it. It's one of those classic moments. So that's my guy. My guy was at the end.
Wow.
All right, I want one more really right here from the young
Come
lady
on.
right here. Guy, right here, the bearded one. Loud and loud.
You feel bad about taking the Rock's job?
Do you feel bad about taking the Rock's job? Explain the
history. I love the wrestling and I love y'all wrestling fans, but I want to tell y'all something. The Rock never had the goddamn job. I don't know who the hell that Ghost Rider he got, but somebody got a fucked up memory because he wasn't hurt when I got there. I got there in 91. I mean, he was supposed to have been some badass from the big 33. I was just a tight end.
Did you ever imagine?
When I left high school,
Yeah.
I show y'all a picture of me in high school. Y'all like, no way that's him. I'm 232 pounds.
Did you ever imagine this dude would be the biggest movie star in the world? Was there anything like special?
No, he is. No. Like I've always said, the two teammates I've had since college in the 13 years in the National Football League, Dwayne Rock Johnson and Trent Dilfer, the two dudes that my sister could date.
Okay.
They good guys.
Yeah.
They good guys. Trent Dilfer, man. Trent Dilfer, good dude, man. Shitty quarterback, but a real good teammate. I know, I'm serious. Listen, the U.S. Open come around, he had that damn pool and shit. The British Open, the pool. I mean, I'll tell you, great gambling games with him and everything, but no, Ty Detman doesn't have a championship.
Yeah. Trent got a Super Bowl.
Champions like champions.
My final question. Based on everything we know, who's playing, who's healthy, today in August, come February, based on everything we know today, who's winning the Super Bowl?
If I knew that, I'd be fucking making a bet earning 20%. What the hell's wrong with this man? So if you're asking me to put money on it, I'm going to go by your rule. You never bet against the Patriots. Patriots, Steelers, championship game. Let's see, NFC. It's so shitty over there right now. God damn. Hey, I love my NFC. Hey, I love my NFC. I did 9 years in that bitch, but boy, right now it's like a crapshoot. Jesus.
All right, if you know, you know.
Hey, man, well, you know. It is what it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp, Hall of Famer.
Thank you.
The good brother. Warren Sapp, Hall of Famer.
All right. This has been a good show.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. You can mark this down. You could say this. You can mark this down. This is going to be a hell of a podcast because right now it's going to be a hell of a podcast because I'm bringing out the guy who said it's going to be a hell of a story. Welcome to the stage right now, Ryan Allen, punter for your New England Patriots, and Julian Edelman.
Yeah. J.E. The great Julian Edelman. Where the fuck is he? J.E. Julian.
All right, so we're gonna talk some stuff. Now listen, you guys are professional football players. My man here, Ryan, you want to have one of the longest tenures as a New England Patriot, yet I feel like your body is like you got the Tom Brady body.
The baby face a little bit. I'll probably look like I'm 25 when I'm like 50.
How old are you?
28.
Wow.
How awesome is it to be part of such a prestigious team?
Gotta give him props.
And like you walk around anonymously, but you're like such an integral part of this whole run.
It has. It's been a crazy journey. To say that I've been to more Super Bowls throughout the seasons than I haven't is pretty crazy. It's amazing to see what happens, in the long hours of each day and
Super
weeks.
Bowls in 6 years.
Yeah.
3 Super Bowls in 6 years.
Woo!
Crazy.
And most players don't get to one.
All right, and Jules, the question everybody wants to know for you, how is your knee?
It's feeling a day better than yesterday.
J.E.
They know how it goes here. We don't give out scouting reports, anything.
We'll get to that. Yeah, I'm the fantasy football guru. Fuck you. So has anyone like bumped into you like during practice? Like the first time that you got bumped into, tripped up, like when did you start feeling like I'm good? I'm feeling like myself. We know he's a fucking beast.
No, I appreciate it. It's been an interesting process because, you go through OTAs, organized team activities, and like mini camps, And it's all part of like the process of injury when you're coming back. So you got to learn how to walk, you got to learn how to run, you got to learn how to do all these cuts. And then you learn in training camp, you get physical activities. So you get guys leaning on you, you get to hit a guy, and it develops stress that your knee needs to feel in order to get prepared for an NFL football season. So I think it's been good, and I think our training staff that I've been working with has got me prepared super well for it. So it's gonna be a hell of a year.
I love that. Yeah. Now when you say hell of a year, I get the goosebumps, and I asked you this before, and we've talked about. I mean, Sapp was up here talking about the Super Bowl. When you said it's going to be a hell of a story, I was at home going, you fucking asshole, this thing's over. How did you know that you guys even had a chance? I mean, the gap was so far. That particular moment, like, were you like, did you believe that in your head?
I honestly did. We've our coach, if you guys know Darth Vader, Coach Bellichick. We love him to death, but he's hard to play for because he makes the situation of everything like 10 times harder than it's ever going to be in a game.
Explain that. What do you mean?
So if we're running a 2-minute drill, he'll give us 30 seconds, no timeouts. We got to get 80 yards, and it's like life or death. And we're over here practicing the bingo situation, the church situation, all these situations which. You got to get out of bounds, you got to get down, you have a timeout, you have this. So when we get into these types of, messes like we have in that Super Bowl, personally, I've played against Cleveland. We were down in 2013. We're down by 14 points with 2 minutes ago. We end up sneaking a win away. We're down to, New Orleans in 2013 with 8 points. With 1:30 to go, we end up sneaking a win away there. So I have all these like implanted in my head, and with the situational play that we practice, and with having the best quarterback of all time, and a bunch of studs everywhere else, guys, there's an old thing called the pucker. They don't pucker up when you know what I'm talking about,
right?
They don't pucker because our head coach is. He always preaches he wants a tough, smart football team that can perform under pressure. So, we practice that crap. It sucks, but it helps us in the long run.
I mean, that is it's literally like one of the great quotes from On the Field. This show is all about trash talk. I've went through this with Julian. When you're back there throughout the years of being a punter, on the defensive side, who are some of the biggest talkers that have come at you? What's some of the craziest thing people have said at you, like defenders, when they're talking shit? And how would I fare on the defensive line as a shit talker?
Well, you'd be kind of weak if you were coming at me, honestly. Because I'm not much other than swinging my leg or something, I'm not like... That if you're coming out there at me, that's not a good look for a defensive back, a linebacker, a safety. Don't come after me. You just look fucking weak.
But isn't that part of it though? Like if I see you, I'm like, that's food right there.
Right.
So when you're
to be honest with you, some of those secondary guys are 180 sometimes. They're kind of small. So they're not. It's the backers and the running backs on special teams plays that can have some added size, but they're never coming after me. They're always this guy when between the offense and the defense, and they're bucking helmets out there and stuff. This guy's what you get to watch from this guy from a sideline perspective. You can't really hear what Jules is probably saying to him because I'm on the sideline all the time.
Is he a shit talker?
Oh, he talking bad shit?
Just by his body lingo, you can you just know what's probably being said to that other person. But that's what the game is. I mean, Jules could probably explain it a little bit more, but that's the way it goes.
Are you a whisperer? Because Larry Bird was infamously a shit talker, but he wasn't you never would see it come, it would always be in passing, he'd be your mom's or 3-point, and then you'd hear other players talk about it, whereas Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan, Gary Payton, you could tell they were going. So guys that you've gone against, or throughout your career, who are some of the guys that get you going and that like you're like, I know I need like a lozenger because I'm gonna be talking today. Like, who are the other talkers?
You know what? The league has gotten it doesn't talk quite like it used to.
Because of what?
I don't know. I think it's
Crackdown.
I don't know what it is. Early in my career though, like when I was playing against Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, some of those guys, they would. It's a different kind of talk. It's more of like a respectful competitiveness where, he's going to lay my clock out. He'll hit me. He'll pick me up and say, all right, young buck, I'm going to get you there. And then, like, fuck that, fuck you. You just kill me. So then it evolves to, DBs. There's been a couple DBs out there that like to talk, but it's just different because no one likes to fight like every play. Like, I take every play, like if it's a run or a pass, I'm getting in a fight. So like, a lot of guys don't like it. You got to let them know you're gonna be there all day, and then it wears them out. So it's a psychological battle a lot of the time with me. So like, I'm gonna, even if it's a play away from me and I'm running, I'm gonna like punch him and get under his skin just to kind of like let him know like, There's no plays off, Bubby.
But even like when you made that catch, the one where you like I know you have an edge. You have like, and I feel like the smaller guys in all sports, whether it's Muggsy Bogues, Nate Robinson, like I feel like you guys are crazy because you don't see yourself the way we see you. Well, I see you like this is a little shit, and I know the defenders see you like this is a little shit. But like when you're like, this is going to be a hell of a story, or when you're like, it was a catch. You weren't like, yo, it was a fucking catch. It was a fucking catch. In the Atlanta game, when do you really, because like if I see him, like this guy's like Opie Cunningham guy, but I know that's not really who you are. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, like I said, if I do something well, I'm going to let a guy know because, it's one of those things where It's like when all the fellas out there played on, in the asphalt at recess, you're playing tag, flag, you're out there with your fellas, you're out there talking shit to each other. That's how it goes. But if someone does something good, you put your tail in between your legs and you say, all right, man, you fucking hit me on that one, so fuck you, I'm going to get you next time. It's like one of those things. It depends on certain guys and certain teams. Usually when we play some New York teams, it's a little different, but...
They're talking to people?
I tell you right now, in 2009, 10, 11, watching the Jets and Bart Scott and that whole group with Coach Rex Ryan, I mean, I literally saw Bart Scott go up to our offensive coordinator at the time and say, fuck you. Like right to his face, like literally like this far. And like the coach at the time, I won't say no names, but we used to call him Tea Kettle or Teapot because he just blew a fuse. He's like, I'm going to get you, motherfucker. But that's when I was like, welcome to the NFL. Like, oh my God, that's a player? It was nuts.
Going right up to
reckless. It was reckless. But that's how it goes with some of those Jets teams.
All right, listen, I'm not going to keep you guys up here. I'm not going to take questions because we've already gone over. We already gone over. I want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you for all the support. And I wish you guys luck. And I will be on the sideline. I will be on the sideline in a Julian Edelman jersey when you get back.
Julian Edelman.
This has been a hell of a podcast. All right, we've been up here longer than we're supposed to, and I don't want to get kicked out. So the young lady, you had a question. I'm going to do some questions before we shut it down. Yeah. Does a bear shit in the woods?
It's a pig ball.
I want to know when they're going to make the Real Housewives of Boston. Can you imagine that shit show?
Who gonna be your lady?
I love the Housewives. I'll tell you, as much as I love sports, and we've been sports heavy tonight, and I'm really planning on doing it. I would love to do just a Housewives podcast because as insane as it seems, like I equate it like essentially it's like fantasy sports for women in a way. My favorite house, I'll give you calm down. It's like you bring like Warren Sapp, Julian Edelman for the guys, and then Housewives for the women. Like, My favorite housewives, Bethany, Erica Jane, and Nene Leakes. Those would be my three.
Who was the big swinging dick on the set of True Romance?
You're like, you mean like who was like the man on True Romance? Well, True Romance, because everybody's scenes were separate, you know, like Val Kilmer had his scenes with Christian Slater and Christopher Walken, you know, he had his little stuff. Wasn't little, it was great, but he had his contained scenes with Dennis Hopper. It wasn't the kind of set where there was like the guy. It was sort of like a bunch of different guys. And the thing that was really cool about working on True Romance is that everybody, all those people, Samuel Jackson, Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, everybody was just so hyped to be in it. And that, along with Beautiful Girls, are probably the only two experiences where it was like, they you know, in sports, they say a culture of winning. Like those sets were like a good culture. Like everybody was like cool with each other. And not every set is like that. So sometimes you have a set that's not a culture of winning, and it could be a good film. And sometimes you could have a set that like, or TV show that's very successful, but it's a bunch of assholes. So same type of thing. It was like rotating cast.
What?
No, he's trying to.
Oh yeah,
Get him. No. I'll try to get one. I forgot about it. And because we've been going for so long, my throat is starting to hurt. Fuck my throat. Fuck you. You say fuck my throat. Question over there. Mary Lou Retton never reached out to me after my book. I went to Madison Square Garden in 1984. I was in love. I had cologne on. I had my shirt tucked in. I had
the Pierre Cardin.
Everything in that story in the book about Mary Lou Retton was true. I fell in love with Mary Lou Retton, and she was not responsive. And she's a little rude. I wrote a soon-to-be New York Times best-selling chapter about her, yet I haven't heard from her. I think she's like very religious, so I don't think I'm her type. Yeah. You in the middle, in the pocket there, you. Can I do a Robert De Niro line of the week? Bobby, I can make one up. 75 years old. 75 years old, you fuck. You come to the show asking me about lines? You fuck you. Listen.
Yes.
Make sure you know this.
Yes.
Never take the shit talking too seriously. Like everything I said genuine about Boston is genuine. And when I break the balls, it's all ball breaking. I love this city. I love the people of this city.
Me too.
And I love the spirit of this city.
Boston, Roxbury.
I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, live from Boston. This has been a great crowd. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
I told you it was going to be a hell of a story. I told you it was going to be a hell of a podcast. I want to thank Warren Sapp, Jermaine Wiggins, and special guest showed up out of nowhere, our guy Julian Edelman. Really appreciate that. Appreciate the great crowd, the great response from Boston. Can't wait to go back there. What a good crowd, good people. It was great to meet and greet every single one of you guys. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We're out.